So as you can see, like imagine my parents were around like 25, 26, and they have to start like the career like 25, 26 years late in a complete new society, complete new culture. Everything was different. And I'm telling you, the world was not the same as it is today. So only way for them to provide for us was entrepreneurship. Like
Hello, welcome to Inspire Network, and this is Conrad. Today, our guest is Alex Van. He's from Brothers Core, a property development company. Alex is here to share with us his story, his inspirations, his lessons on how to become successful. And he's here as well to highlight the importance of entrepreneurship, especially as an immigrant person. So we are very happy to have Alex. Welcome to Inspire Network. And please tell us a little bit about your story and how did it come about until now that you are an entrepreneur.
in the past 6 years, actually 7 years, a lot of things has changed, and there has been a big journey for me that I would like to share with you guys. And I will give you a lot of insights about my journey that I know that can help you in your own journey as well. So let's starting about what I do. So I run the business with my brother's a company. So back in the days, 2015, we were real estate agents. So we sell homes for other clients. By the time we improved in that area, we went into real estate development. So we have our own capital and we create our own product. So we buy land and we build our own product, or we buy apartments and flip them and put it back on the market. And also like long-term and short-term investments in real estate is a big thing, and so on. And let's say our numbers has been good. Like we never have like a minus year ever. Our revenue is around 1.5 million for the past 3 years. So not bad for a two brothers in that sense.
Definitely.
And entrepreneurship itself is just a complex and big thing. So there's so many like fundamentals behind it I want to share with you. Like I'll tell you about my story. So my parents came here in 1990 to Finland. So they basically flee Vietnam back in the late 80s. So they like flee the country, end up in Hong Kong on the last day that they will like receive the refugees. So in that sense, we were very lucky. And then Finland offered us home, and our whole family came here, and that's where our journey started. So as you can see, like imagine my parents were around like 25, 26, and they have to start like the career like 25, 26 years late in a complete new society, complete new culture. Everything was different. And I'm telling you, the world was not the same as it is today. So only way for them to provide for us was entrepreneurship. Like you have to hustle to bring the food to the table. Like for example, having a cafe or having like a lunch restaurant or like a nail salon, like basic things, basic jobs. But then in order to do those, you run those as a company. So like a small level entrepreneurship. So with them, like I was always involved with them as a kid. Me and my brother, like of course, we have like a lunch restaurant, and on the weekend we would go there and prepare for the next week, like peeling potatoes and those kind of things, cleaning. I was 7. I was involved in that. Like I was like part of a team with my parents and my brother, and that's how I learned the value of work, and also like how much work you have to put in to earn the money. So I learned to respect for money. I learned that money is a tool. and we should not ever let the money be the driver in our things.
How did the time of your youth, or when you were 7 years, affected your entrepreneurial spirit right now? And how was the journey altogether?
The biggest insights I got from a young age is being able to live with uncertainty.
Yes.
Entrepreneurship is the biggest uncertainty there is out there, because if you're not able to bring the result, you will not be able to pay your bills.
Definitely.
And even as an employee, there's still the same uncertainty. There's just other people that are going through that thing. So you are like technically protected from the truth, but still, if company goes bad, like you are the first, you could be the first one to go.
Mm-hmm.
But in my position, because I'm okay with uncertainty, I'm okay with responsibility, then I want to be the driver, because I believe that I can be in a drive position.
Definitely. And how do you manage that being okay? Because that's one of the difficult things for someone to start being okay with uncertainties, and of course start their own initiative. Do you need to have a lot of money? Do you need to have some sort of heart of a stone, or what? I mean, how do you build yourself that you're happy but you can still accept uncertainties?
The answer is mentality.
Mm-hmm.
I think my mentality is different. Like, let's go back where I start. Like, okay, I grew up in this country that I'm an immigrant, and I had to like adapt to a complete new culture. We live in the small city that most of the time I and my brother were only immigrants in the whole city.
Mm-hmm.
And that brings some character as growing up in that kind of environment. And sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, it has been a hostile environment sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So I learned the mentality of like no matter what happens, keep holding on, keep grinding, and there will be some good like waiting for you.
Definitely. So you took that as a positive
Of
element
course.
of your life, yes, because of course many times we forget that our hustles and challenges are things to be taken as a positive element to get us better in the future.
Exactly. We need obstacles in order to thrive.
Mm-hmm.
We need hard times in order to improve. If everything's so well, why on earth would I do anything? I'll just go here, chill, right?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So we talk about the balance. So good times come with the hard times. Hard times come with good times, and they're all part of life.
Yeah.
So in those hard moments, like I'm always asking myself, what can I learn from this?
Mm-hmm.
Because the reason I'm failing is clearly because I'm not good enough in this game yet.
Mm-hmm.
But these hard times and overcoming these hard times will make me better in this game. And that's the mentality I always have. And the worst thing we as a human can do to ourselves is victimizing ourselves. Because we all have our struggles, right? If there's if there's a problem, right? You can choose to learn and grow from that and add something into your toolkit, or you can use that as an excuse not to do anything because your problem is too big to overcome. So that's a great excuse not to do anything in life.
That's right.
There's two roads. I'll choose the other one. I have to.
Yeah. So it's a tenacity to just move forward and learn through the way. In a sense. Yeah.
Learn as you go.
Mm-hmm.
And when we come to this, people might think that like my mentality is so strong that these problems don't affect me and I don't have any problems. No, I'm a normal human. On the hard days, I might not even want to leave my bed, But then it comes to the habits.
That's right.
The habits. So we, as a human, we are the company. What we do will drive the company forward. So that's why you, as a human, you are the most important product in that. Anything in life. So that comes with like eating healthy, plant-based diet, supplements, and sleeping 8 hours a night. I have this Aura ring. I recommend Aura ring for everyone, but that's another topic. And also, like, when things get hard, you have to have a way to like come back to the present moment. For
That's
me,
right.
walking meditation. I take my dog, we go for a long 10-kilometer run in the woods. I clear out my mind, I come back, I'm present in the moment. So
Fantastic.
because our thoughts are something that bring us the most suffering. And that doesn't help your situation at all. Only you can
Definitely.
help your situation.
Definitely.
You are the driver, so drive, my friend. Don't like dwell in your problems. Like, process them, move forward. And when you
That's right.
when you process your problems, then those things bring you clarity, and you will be like mentally stronger. So they're saying that, like, I don't ask for an easy life. I ask for a strength to so on.
Definitely.
Yeah, however that went, and I think that's like a good principle in life.
Yeah. And sometimes people will tell you that you're very lucky because from their perspective, things are working for you. But what I've said many times to people, that we are all lucky because we are alive. But
True.
then we have to take one more step, and this is a step towards realizing our potential and handle that potential to the best.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Then that is a hard work. It's not any more lucky, but it's a hard work. The lucky we have is that we are alive to see and try. And luckily, if you have two hands, brain, and two legs, I think that works perfectly well.
I agree.
Yeah.
There's one sentence that, like, in this year, I'll be using a lot. Like, what if it's not about winning? What if it's about how good you can get?
That's right.
Because no matter how well we do things, right, the outcome is not always 100% in our own hands.
Exactly.
Like there are some areas we can take 100% responsibility.
Yeah.
But the outcome you want is never 100% in your own hands.
Yeah.
So I think it's not about like to succeed and win all the time. It's about how good you can get.
That's
Because
right.
the better you are, the more likely you will get the outcome you desire.
Definitely.
So
Definitely.
I think we are the product always. And also, fear of failure. This is a good topic. This is a Pandora's box.
Yes, I believe I'll come back to you in April, May, so we can discuss about the fear of failure, because that theory is the most important, I think, what people have to learn, what we have to really understand, that we can fail when it's time to fail, but we can also manage if we work hard and get away from the failure hurdles or dangers. But
and also, quick thing for this before we move on. Like how can we learn if we don't fail?
That's right.
I think we should leave it there. You know what I mean? And also, last sentence for this:
yes.
If you don't have confidence to fail, you will not certainly have confidence to succeed.
Definitely.
Okay? That's the other video next time. But let's leave
next time. Yes, but it's a perfect topic to discuss based on our experience as well. But 3 years and 1.5 million euros. And I wanted to ask, how was this journey altogether? Because 3 years is a very short time. Finland is a very small country.
2016, we started this company. 2016, me and my brother in January. So it's not like a 5th year, I think.
Yeah.
In this game.
Right.
So what was your question? I'm sorry, I interrupted.
So how the journey has been, because still we know that Finland is not that of a big market, and you're operating in Finland, and I would say that you are still new into the industry.
Yeah.
But still you managed really well.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. So how was it like throughout the way that you came up to this up and downs?
So I started from scratch. So 2015, I went to Remax.
That's right.
So back in the times, I can't open the contract things. Back in the time, those times, as a broker, you have your own company under the franchise. So basically, you already have some level of entrepreneurship already. So I went there. I had good mentors. Kyösti Juntunen, And my brother like taught me the real values of like real estate.
That's right.
Like basically, like everything we do, our goal is to add value to people's life.
That's right. Oh, that's
Only
very good.
only that way you can have like a genuine business that will add value. Because if people think about the short term, you want to make money fast, then that's actually it's a short term. But adding value and keep improving yourself and adding more value to people's life, that's
right.
what keeps you in the game. And that's why we are in the game. Because the same client yesterday, my client for 4 or 5 years ago, like called me and asked me, hey, like how are you? Like they need help in real estate. Like the deal I
That's
made
right.
when I was a young kid. And it's like and that's what I mean. Like it's about adding value.
That's right, to the people and create those connections all together.
Yeah, exactly. Like because if you're good and you are like doing a good job, you don't need to sell yourself because people will come to you.
Definitely.
Like if you show that you're trustworthy and you show that like you are doing a good job, you're being helpful, you're being honest. Like the idea of customers always right. I'm not buying that thing. But as a professional in this area, people come to me for my expertise. So I am the driver in this
That's
situation.
right.
And I'm telling them, listen, I will take you from place A to B, and this will be the process in between, and I will manage this process. And I will tell you what can happen and what will happen.
That's
And
right.
trust me, have your faith in me, and I will get you from place A to B. And I'm telling you, as a 22-year-old immigrant
That's right.
in the area, 24 in this business, 2015, when real estate wasn't that like a glamorous industry yet,
Yeah,
there were struggles. There were
exactly.
struggles. People, my friends say to me like, "Why would you start real estate? Like, why would people give you their home?" I told them, listen, mate. Okay, listen, mate. Don't project your own fears into me because if you believe you can't do something, don't project it into me. I'm not you. You're not me. So if you stick around, you might learn something from this.
That's
So
right.
in the first 2 years of my career, I was very strongly ego driven because I have so much anger inside me to succeed. So that was my fuel in the first 2 years of time.
That's
Like,
right.
I went hard, I worked hard, I did the best I could. I didn't leave any rock unturned, no stone unturned. And I learned so much from the front line, like what people need and how people are, and about psychology, like how people behave in these situations, and
That's right.
how different we are when things get hard, and how, in what way I should communicate with them. So
That's right.
that was the first 2 years. And after the first 2 years, me and my brother, actually a year and a half, me and my brother went to real estate development.
I see. Yeah.
This is something that my father started a long time ago. Like back in the days, we built like a house, 2 apartments a year, and that would like make a living for my father and my parents, so on.
That's right.
So my brother was also basically involved in that. He knew how to build houses. He knew how to design houses. And you know what? He happens to be very talented. That young man, like without the education in the area, he went to train himself.
That's right.
Like if you look at our Instagram right now, the product we make, like we're pretty famous in this country. Like when we sell the homes, like people are happy to buy a home. They're happy.
That's right.
They got the apartment that was developed by brothers because the design and everything is the way it looks like us.
Exactly. Fantastic. So also in the future, we will talk about how to work with your brother, because we know that sometimes family partnerships can be heavy, but you were able to work with your brother, and now you have a company that is running smoothly and happily. But we'll keep that for the future. So if for now people would like to find you, where can they get you?
Actually, I've been off the radar for a pretty long time. Like I've been very heavily strong in the investment game. So like I haven't been out there in social media to getting more clients. So people only get to me by word of mouth.
That's right.
And but now of course like we have a website and social media and so on. But company comes first now. My team comes first, because without
That's
a
right.
team, there's no us.
Yeah.
So back in the days when I was like only a real estate agent, it was always about like how good I am and how well I did. But you know what? We're not able to do anything in life without like help of others. So I think
That's
we're
right.
always a team. So now,
Fantastic.
like when I'm not that young and hot-head, ego-driven person anymore, like we have become a team.
Yes, I think you're still young, but young and successful. We can share your website so people can read
Yes,
what you're
of
doing. I think
course.
that's a wonderful initiative you have and development altogether. And what a great story! An immigrant child, from being worried and scared that you're different, to helping your parents to in a restaurant, down to start your own business and now growing 1.5 million euros revenue, and it will continue to grow, I believe.
Yeah, it will continue.
I think this is very inspirational, and all the things you have said into this video, I think, will help so many people that they can think about themselves, think about their fears and worries, and maybe reflect onto you and think, okay, now I can also I can do it as well, just like what Alex did.
One tip for that. Do we still have time?
Yes, we have time.
So one tip for that. So if you do something different in life, most of the time your friends, your family most likely will project their own fears into you. And that's not because they're evil. No, that's because we have our own insecurities, and that's what people are. So by learning to understand that, we can like forgive them and forgive us.
That's right.
I think they're just trying to help, but the way they help is actually bringing you down.
Mm-hmm.
So also, in order to do things that are difficult and complete out of the box, complete new area, territory for you, I think the best way to do it is like distance yourself from the things, human and things, that are not benefits for you in that moment.
Yeah.
And let you give you some time and peace to work on your things. And
That's
then
right.
you can come back and reach out for them after that, like after a certain level. So the first 2 years of my career, people were very like negative. But then for me, my character, that was like, I have to thank them, because I really wanted to show them how good I am. Like I was a young kid, and after being like 3 months in the industry, I have a English speaking client, and I was able to close the deal over almost close to 1 million euros.
Yeah.
Back then, it was a big thing back then, and without this certain level of confidence and that I create for myself, like I wouldn't have been able to do that. So that means that I had to revalue my life and choose. Like I'm saying this thing straight. Like I live on my own since I was 16. And I never had this period of my life when I could go out there and party and things, because I've always been so focused in things I do. And that means that I make sacrifice for things I have today.
That's right.
So like even if I'm the same age as others, but then I think my journey has started from the 7-year-old kid who was peeling potato. And then by the time, please.
Yes, please go on.
By the time I was 16, I was already a man. I was living on my own. I was working in Posti, going to high school. I was responsible of my own life. So
that's right. So you kind of saw the life and understand the life from very early on.
Yes, I had to, because in our culture, okay, let's come to this. I was born and raised in Finland, so basically the closest culture for me is Finnish culture.
That's right.
But then what we were able to have from the Vietnamese culture is the family bond. It's obvious from day one that like when we can become successful with my brother, my parents will stop working.
That's right.
And 2017, I forced my parents with my brother to retire. I said, you know what? It's enough. You know what? You guys done so much for us. It's our time now, because the kids are the better version of the parents. Like they gave us all the tools, right? And now we have the responsibility to go and improve ourselves to a level that we need to be.
That's right.
And now, like our parents feel involved in our business. Talking about business, it's a big thing in our family. Like, hey, kids, how are you doing? How's this? How's that? You know what I mean? That's like our family thing. Talk about business. You know what I mean?
That's right.
It's not about making the money. No, it's about like you guys are creating something cool out there, and people are actually paying money for that. People want that, and so on. That's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah.
That's very, very good, and the whole family supports.
Of course.
That's a fantastic.
Whole family support.
Stuff.
Yes, exactly.
Very good, Alex. It's been great.
Yes.
Lots of new and great advices that maybe people know already, but good to hear from the real example.
Yeah.
Hopefully, in the future, we can have much more of these educational videos as well that people can get to learn
100%.
with many of the topics that you have spoken about. It will be very beneficial for developing other people. You will say that you care more if the person is happy from your service. And I believe that we hope at Inspire as well, 100%. We can create better to the people who are watching and feeling like, okay, I'm also an immigrant kid here. Why can't I do it like him? It might be not real estate, but
anything in life. I mean, this principle applies to anything in life, like anything.
It could be any different type of things, definitely.
And not even as an immigrant kid, like for me, for example, like I've been having an identity crisis since day one. Like I even know like what race I am and so on.
That's right.
like Finnish is my number one language. And these kind of things, like you know what, be the change in the world that you want to see. So
exactly. And that's the perfect.
I know that our kids, my future kid, whatever he or she, they will not have this same struggle that we had, because we have been the change in this world that has made this change. So if you look at the past 10 years, how far we have gone in the whole world now, like individualism, like the love and the caring and everything, like the past 10 years, Conrad.
Yeah.
So many topics that has been buried in the past are now coming up again. Like the world is healing. We're becoming better together.
Exactly.
And no matter what we do, if we can't help others, everything is pointless. Because everything we do is about helping others. Like if you can't do it, but you know that person can do it, it's your obligation to help that person to the next level. Because if you see the potential and you know you can help the person, you have to help that person.
Yeah. And
that has bring me a lot of meaning in life, like helping others. So 100% in the future, more content and more insight.
Definitely.
100%. These are not secrets.
No secret. No secret.
Just insights that what I've learned from my journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Alex. And
of course.
We are very, very grateful to have you here with your time. I'm sure you are very busy, but it was great to talk to you today.
Yes, you too, mate. Take care.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.